Hey tribe, welcome into another weekly angel and ancestor message here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anybody new here, welcome in, my loves. If you're returning, welcome back. Special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you all so very much. And I thank you for your love and support. It truly means the world to me. If you want to become a channel member, you can join at the link in the description box below or hit join next to subscribe underneath this video if you see it. I'd love to have you guys on the more intimate side of this channel, okay, to enjoy all the viewer perks and so much more. But in the meantime and in between time, let's talk about the next 7 days, okay? What I was getting in my meditation here is that the next 7 days could feel very ancestrally connected. Some of you guys are going to be healing a particular ancestral wound. This would be a wound that you're already aware of, something that you maybe already been putting a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of focus and work into. There is something that is healing and completing itself when it comes to that. So congratulations on that for some of y'all. Others of you, there's going to be some sort of inspiration to move in a new direction or to do something a little differently, make a pivot of some sort, okay? Whatever sort of feels intuitively guided, like I just feel like that's the right thing to do, follow that over the next 7 days, okay? Some of you have, and they're wanting me to say it like this, which is kind of interesting, but some of you have earned the right to joy. You've earned your right to be joyful or to have some sort of happiness, some sort of light body energy. So for those of you that might be really connected to higher dimensions, there could be facets of your light body that are solidifying here over the next 7 days. Okay, but it's something that's maybe that ties back into the ancestral lineage, something that you've been doing, you've been working hard at, you have earned the right to embody a particular energy, okay? Yeah, you've earned the right to embody a particular energy, and that is gonna kind of shift your frequency. Like the way that you start to feel energy around you is going to change, okay? Or the energy around you is changing. Yeah, it feels like a really big breakthrough for somebody here, okay? I'm seeing like a dark cloud. Some of you are coming from out under a dark cloud or kind of breaking through a dark cloud here. Maybe it's that dark cloud that has been the ancestral wounding. Okay, take it as it resonates. But it feels like you've just earned something. Somebody here has earned the right to some sort of energy or some sort of perspective, some sort of pathway, some sort of portal. They've earned the right to walk through it. Okay. So this could even have to do with like your birthright. Some of you have that. Yeah, Earth Mother. Feel loved and comforted. Spirit Fox, trust your talents in changing times. Mirror Guardian, take time to reflect. Grow within your current situation with the Wise One. And Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. Yeah. So you can feel comforted at this time and trust yourself. That's what I was saying. Like if you feel this instinct to pivot or to do something or kind of go off the beaten path or shake something up or have something flow unexpectedly in your world, like trust yourself, follow that energy, okay? Because wherever you are, whatever the situation is, it's giving you, again, the key to unlock something, the right to harness or embody some sort of energy. Yeah, you got Guardian Angel at the bottom. You're not alone. Okay. All right, let's see what your angels and ancestors are talking about here. What is this energy? What's this new frequency, this birthright vibe for my subscribers here? Thank you, my soul tribe. Who's here for my subscribers? Yeah, the medicine guardian. Okay. Be open to healing information. Maybe that is. So you might get some information, some news here over the next 7 days that seals off some sort of healing for you, or kind of confirms that you are healing in the right direction or doing the right type of healing in your world. Okay, yeah, there you go. Wise one back out here. Grow within your current situation. What else? You've got Lord, take charge and authority. Okay. Earth Mother back out here. Feel loved and comforted. Okay. What else? Yeah, move in a new direction. Sage, be devoted and committed to that new direction that you feel guided to move into. Stargazer, set your sights higher. I think I can squeeze one more in. Guardian Angel, you're not alone. And there you go. Summer, bask in joy and light. And this is what I mean by authority. Somebody's earned the right to wear some sort of energy or some sort of crown or have some sort of status, or earned the right to feel loved. Okay, so maybe this was some sort of like void of love, or like this disconnect with feeling loved, or this concept of being loved. That could have been the ancestral wounding here. Some of you, again, might be guided to travel over the next 7 days, or might have to travel over the next 7 days. Some of you are going to get a clear sign that you need to, or it's an opportunity to that you might feel a little hesitant to take, but it's like take charge with authority, like step into it. Some of y'all are being guided to step onto a path that's been waiting for you. And you're not alone. Set your sights higher. Some of you, that is the point of this pivot energy that might be coming in for you. Wherever you thought you were headed, it wasn't high enough, or it wasn't all the way aligned with you. Not that it wasn't, that it was bad. It's just there's more. Yeah, set your sights higher. There's a higher altitude. Some of you might be going to the mountains or something, or like maybe you live in the mountains. Or some of y'all need, if you do have access to like a higher altitude, I would kind of go up there if you can, or find your way up there, whatever that might be. Yeah, take a hike or something. Because there's something about the air, or the energy of that air that's at a higher altitude, that's meant to align with you over the next 7 days. You might find a lot of clarity. Yeah, I see somebody like meditating on a mountain. So something very like hermited about this. Virgo energy could be significant. Some of y'all have broken free from some sort of illusion energy, for sure. That could be the healing information. Be devoted and committed to set your sights higher. You're not alone. So, okay, yeah, it's almost like for somebody here too, if you are not stepping onto a path because you feel alone, the divine is trying to tell you that you're not alone. They wouldn't call you to that path if you didn't have angelic or ancestral support on it. So some of y'all need to take a leap of faith here maybe, or to kind of do what you're afraid to do. Because you might be playing yourself a little small. And there's a lot of joy and a lot of light, a lot of honey, a lot of sweetness with this bee. Bees are also healing. I keep going back to this mountain. If some of y'all have access to a mountain, you might go up there and might see a bee or see bees. That could be significant. Like a bee might actually like crawl towards you. That's interesting to see that. Okay. I mean, that's significant here maybe for somebody, but yeah, that's a time. It's a sign that it's time for sweetness in your life. That you've either worked very hard, like I said, some of y'all have earned this in a way, like you put in the work to be the Lord and the charge and authority in your world. You put in the work to grow within your current situation. And now that's leading you to a new destination here. And again, that could just be a new energy. The Traveler sometimes gives Wheel of Fortune. So whatever it is, wherever you go, wherever you're headed, it's going to be abundant for you. Stay devoted and committed to whatever the work you've been doing, though. Like, just because you're having that breakthrough doesn't mean you stop doing what was getting you through that dark cloud energy or through that illusion. Make it a practice. Yeah, it's like some of y'all are playing it small because you feel like you don't have enough support to go bigger. Whatever the big thing is, go there. And trust that support will come along the way. Some of y'all, there's like these checkpoints. There are going to be people along that path that are going to support you or guide you or show you the right direction. The Sage, it's like, yeah, angels on the path. There's angels on the path that you're being called to. Random people talking to you, saying random things to you. That's not by chance. Meeting people at the right time, in the right moment, that have access or a resource that you need or could help you in some way. It's like, that's what I mean. They're not alone. You might be traveling the path solo, but you're not alone on that path. Because it almost seems like maybe not doing it or waiting for someone to walk that path with you could be a distraction from the signs, the synchronicities, those moments. Yeah, it's kind of like somebody needs the freedom or needs to give themselves the freedom to just move solo. Like, without having to worry about who's coming along and, okay, I got to make sure this person's good or that person's good or this is that. It's just like, I just got to follow my compass for a second. Yeah, somebody got to reorient themselves over the next 7 days. Okay, what's this healing information coming in? The 7 of Cups. Okay. God, the just judge, contemplation, makes truth known in legal proceedings. Okay. Yeah, the 7 of Cups. That feels like that illusion. So that's what you're breaking through. Okay. Contemplation. Some of y'all got to think about what's being said to you. Or again, if you have these angels on the path, they might say something kind of out of the blue. Sit on it, think about it, meditate with it. How do they grow within their current situation? The Page of Wands. The preventing God, propagation of light, confounds the wicked, and slanders, saves from enemies. Yeah, wherever you are now and growing in your current situation is definitely prevented a lot from happening, a lot that could have happened. So that definitely gives me protection, confounds the wicked, and slanders. Okay, something about your current situation is counteracting, and I'm going to say it, some sort of magic that might have been thrown at you. Okay? I don't pick up on that kind of stuff a lot, but when I do, I know it's meant for somebody. Wherever you are or the situation you find yourself in, again, I'm hearing it's proving a point. However that's relevant. It's proving a point. And that's why you're being guided to grow where you're at. And we've been getting that for a minute, right? A couple of weeks now. But it's preventing some sort of slander from sticking to you. It's also confounding the wicked, binding up wicked spirits or wicked energy. Dark energy. I don't even like using the word dark because that's not even a negative thing. But like, I guess evil energy, you could say. Wicked, I guess, would probably be the better way to say that. Okay. Yeah, it's like not allowing somebody's wickedness to touch you or to interfere with you. You are wise enough to grow in a current situation, and that's preventing something from happening to you. Some of you maybe had to leave a particular situation because there was a lot of wickedness around you. Or people having ill will or ill intentions towards you. So you were guided away from that. Some of y'all, again, got to go back and review your life or review the choices and decisions that you've made. Some were not necessarily made for just any old reason. Some were actual direction. from your higher self and protection. Okay, what is the take charge and authority? The 10 of Cups. Yeah, take charge and authority over your happiness. God, master of the universe, divine warrior. Again, confounds the wicked. Again, brings victory and peace. So that's twice. Somebody could have thought that they were in charge of your happiness or in charge of your 10 of Cups or had some sort of say in preventing you from having a 10 of Cups. Lo and behold, you're a divine warrior spirit or some sort of energy. You have victory and peace despite all of that. Someone didn't know you were wise enough to pay attention. Confounds the wicked here twice. Makes truth known in legal proceedings. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of wicked entity that's now bound or is about to be bound or could be experiencing some sort of karmic, some sort of like boomerang when it comes to karma. Some sort of karmic backfire. Wicked energy that was sent out is finding those who sent it. So you could feel, so you can feel loved and comforted. So whatever that wicked spirit was trying to make you feel unloved, make you feel like you weren't in charge of your 10 of Cups, or like, again, you couldn't have that. Okay, so feeling loved and comforted from Earth Mother. What does Earth Mother want to say? The 7 of Swords. Right, that's what I'm trying to say. Something was supposed to distort your ability to see yourself as lovable or see yourself as deserving of the 10 of Cups, or like every time you're in some sort of community or some sort of network or have some sort of partnership, it's falling apart or there can't be harmony. That was a wicked entity. That was spell work being done on somebody here. And again, spell work isn't always potions and things and the whole like dramatic Hollywood version of it. It could just be speaking it. It could be thoughts. It could just be energetic pushing out projection from people. That's also spell work. So just keep that in mind. Somebody didn't want you to feel like you were loved. Someone didn't want you to be comforted by village or comforted by people. Someone wanted to take that from you, but they couldn't. Yeah, I'm hearing, I'm so sick of being lonely. Every night from my man. I want to know how it feels to be alone. Be alone. Yeah, so it's like even in relationships, if you were getting with relationships and it's like, dang, why do I still feel lonely with this person? Or like, why is it like all of a sudden something switches or it changes or it just like, why is it happening like that? Is that was spell work being done? Or the result of spell work? Some of y'all are protected from that now, or that could be what you're breaking. Whatever those spells were, they're broken now. You're unbound. I just heard you're unbound from it. Okay. Move in a new direction. What's the direction? 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, the direction of some sort of independence, the all-knowing God. Submission to a higher order identifies traitors and destroys their plans, is what I'm saying. You might actually be surprised, and this could be super specific for somebody, but someone might actually kind of come into the awareness that the lovers that they've had or the people who have shown up for them in love in some sort of way or have like actively tried to be with them were sent to them from this wicked energy. Were sent to employ or like embed that spirit of not being loved, that 7 of Swords, that distortion around feeling loved and comforted. Distorted feminine energy, maybe. And that can show up in men and women. So it's not just a woman. Could be men with distorted feminine energy. A lot of that running around. Okay. But anyway, yeah. So what should my soul tribe be devoted and committed to over the next 7 days? The star energy, period. God the just. Clemency and equilibrium. Protects against attacks in courts. Okay. Sometimes, okay, for somebody here, the people that were sent towards you were supposed to catch you up in some sort of legal energy, or like get you locked up or something like that, or try to pin something on you, stage something against you, or trap you in some sort of legal way. Set you up, basically. For some of y'all dodged a huge bullet. Somebody was trying to set you up. Ooh-wee. Well, you got clemency and equilibrium. Exactly. That's what you want to be devoted to. Okay? Being the star that you are, stargazer. So, what's the higher sight? The 10 of Swords. Ooh, revelation. Protects from sadness, gives revelation and dreams. Something you've been, I can't make it up, something you've been dreaming about. What's the dream? Soul Tribe. Whatever the dream is, it's not too big. You're not asking for too much. It's not impossible. It's very possible. The divine wouldn't give you that dream if it wasn't, if you weren't capable of achieving it. Yeah, the divine doesn't dangle carrots like that. That's that devil energy. Okay, that's they claim to fame. Page of Swords. Yeah, God the refuge. Can't make it up. Governs dreams and reveals mysteries hidden from mortals. Mysteries hidden from mortals. Some of you maybe have some divine DNA that's activating here. Some of y'all are realizing that you are meant for higher. And again, the 10 of Swords. All of that betrayal from the 7 of Swords. That feeling of not being loved. Feeling out of control of your own 10 of Cups. Feeling like, dang, no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to get people to love me or want to do right by me and all of that. It's like, that's kind of like shifting and changing, where that's not really the focus. You know you're loved, regardless of someone's ability to show it or not. That could be breaking it right there. Somebody knew you were kind of dependent on those external reflections of love. So if they could take it from you, then you'll never get that and you'll never reach your thing. You'll never reach your height. So something has maybe been capping you almost, keeping you in a glass house, glass ceiling, glass box. Someone's trying to be your glass ceiling, like you can't get past this point. But, oh well, you're about to break through that. Yeah, I can't make it up. Wheel of Fortune. Healing. Heals all disorders. Protects travelers and medical workers. So some of y'all could work in medicine. Or medicine or medicinal energy. Universal medicine. Some of y'all might have that shaman blood. Might be working through you. And creating this healing. Yeah, you're not alone. You're protected everywhere you go. Anywhere you go. So who's here with the guardian angel? What does the guardian angel want my soul tribe to know? The 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups at the bottom. The God deflecting evil. Exactly. Healing capacity, protection from weapons, safety, and travel. Again, some of y'all are traveling, or that is the dream. Maybe the dream is to travel somewhere and it's like, well, I don't want to go alone. I'm afraid to be by myself. You're never alone. So there's no need to fear. You're absolutely never alone. Yeah, Ace of Cups, rejuvenation, obtains the mercy of God and gives long life. Yeah. It's almost like, excuse my pupper, y'all. It's almost like somebody was trying to cut your life short. Somebody might have been trying to cut your life short. Hold on. Sorry, mailman. Yeah, somebody was trying to cut your life short. Like starve you almost. Starve you from that feeling of being loved and comforted, knowing that or hoping that you wouldn't survive not having that. Foolishly underestimating your ability to love yourself. Oh well. All right, so show me the 7 of Cups. What's the healing information with the 7 of Cups? What should they be contemplating over the next 7 days? The Hierophant, period. Divine forgiveness. Ooh, that could be a little touchy in this energy, but obtains friendship and favors the great, secures promises. Okay. So maybe that's it. Maybe some of y'all still have some forgiveness to do or forgiveness to work on. Okay. There could be somebody that wants forgiveness from you. The merciful God. Some of y'all, the healing information that comes in is going to require your forgiveness eventually. I'm not saying you need to rush yourself through that process. You take however long you need to move through whatever has happened, whatever that revelation is. Because for some of y'all, it could be very extreme. It could be very painful. It could be very hurtful. Definitely, I'm hearing disappointing. Like, it could really be like, damn. You know what I mean? It could hurt. It could. Okay, 5 of Cups, right? Disappointing. And the 3 of Swords. I can't make it up. God, the King, the ruler, and the quickly forgiving God. Exactly. Some of y'all are getting to this point of being able to forgive all that's been revealed to you, all that you've been shown about what was happening behind the scenes, what people's true intentions were with you, why certain people showed up at certain times, who they were connected to, all of that, like what they were planning, all that wickedness. Okay. Yeah, you get into a fresh revelation around that. I mean, depending on how your whole chemistry is made up and who you are, it could piss you the fuck off. Right? You might have anger to get through first before you could even think about forgiving. Some of y'all maybe are getting through the anger and now you're at that point where you can let it go. Okay. And I'm not telling you to do that again. And any timetable, any time frame, you sort that out and process it for what feels right for you. Okay. Don't let nobody rush you through forgiving and rush you through healing. You take your time so that it's done right. And it's not going to pop up again later on because you rushed through it. Okay. Yeah. Destruction of the enemy and deliverance from bondage. I'm trying to tell you. Devil energy right at the bottom. Exactly. Some of y'all might be really recognizing that a lot of people that were in your life or that were coming into your life were attempting to seduce you into a downfall. Seduce you into a lower vibration so that you don't reach that higher energy or that higher purpose. Yeah, you're meant for more. Again, whatever the dream is, add more to it. Go bigger. Think bigger for somebody here. Okay. So what's the wisdom in the current situation? The Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Divine blessings. Drives away evil spirits. Okay. Rules agriculture and production. Yeah. That's what I mean. You were wise to grow in this certain situation because it drove away the evil spirits that were attempting to attack you or attach to you. Attempting to set you up for something. Somebody definitely avoided a setup. And or whatever this is, it kept you where you were because whatever that wicked energy was, it gave space and room for it to return to sender. So like if you weren't growing or if you didn't make the decision to grow where you were at, you would have been maybe susceptible to receiving or connecting or kind of having that wicked energy find you. But because of where you're at, whatever the current situation is, it left that wicked energy no choice but to eat itself, but to fall back on itself. Yeah, there's a lot of karmic backfire happening here. So pay attention to that. Weird, strange things happening out the blue to people and telling you it's probably some karma. Okay. Yeah, it's a divine blessing to be where you're at. Okay. It doesn't mean you'll be there forever because, again, I think maybe the dream is to move. The dream is to travel. The dream is to find somewhere else, start a new chapter, embody a new environment or get into a new environment. That's happening. Okay. All right. So how does my soul tribe take charge with authority of this 10 of Cups? Yeah, the 8 of Swords, God, protector and savior, truth and justice, protection from enemies. Who would steal one's fortune? So some of y'all were giving your power away. So you felt like you couldn't have victory and peace because you were waiting on certain people to bring it to you or to have it with certain individuals. And those individuals were the very people who were keeping you from it. little tea here. Hold on. Oh, that is so good. Oh, that is so good. Okay. Yeah, and that's what you couldn't see. 8 of Swords. Oh, excuse my stomach, y'all. The 10 of Wands at the bottom. Okay, so how can my soul try feel love and comforted despite this 7 of Swords? The knowledge of good and evil appeases divine anger. I didn't even read it. God nurturing and maintaining everything. Yeah, you had to gain the knowledge of good and evil to better understand what was going on and who you kind of were, I want to say. The Star. So that you were devoted and committed to the right people, the right places, the right environment. Some of you were devoted and committed to the wrong things. And so that had to fall apart first. Empress energy, exactly. People, places, and things taking advantage of that Empress energy, of that Venetian quality that you have. Okay. So how can my soul try feel loved and comforted with the knowledge of good and evil? And interestingly enough, it says appeases divine anger. So not misplaced anger, not unnecessary anger, not unfounded anger, divine anger. So that's why embracing your emotions is so important. Anything that tells you to not be a full human being and not feel the full spectrum of energy because it might condemn you is out of whack, out of sync. Okay? Some of y'all might have to come out of that mindset yourself. Yeah, there's a such thing as divine anger. You can be angry. You could be upset. It's not going to send you to a fiery place and all that kind of like, again, Hollywood illusionary stuff. Okay? Yeah, the Magician. Exactly. Exactly. The 5 of Swords, though, the desire to know. Right. Okay. So you can feel loved and comforted with the knowledge of good and evil that you have because it does satiate your desire to know the difference. And from that difference, you can gain wisdom, the acquisition of wisdom. Yeah. You had to learn what love felt like. You had to learn what comfort felt like. And unfortunately, maybe for some, that didn't come because you had bonds with other people. It came because you bonded to yourself. Again, this is what I mean. Somebody attempting to kind of strike you out or keep you from all the energy, all the villages, all the opportunities and networks that could have loved you, could have been a comfort for you, so that thinking that it was going to make you shrivel up and pass away or die, you know what I mean? Like kind of fade off. It only led you to building that bond of love with yourself. So the plan to keep you cut off from love did not work. Therefore, they will know the outcome of their own energy. What they intended for you, they will know. I just heard for eternity. Yikes. Some people have sealed their fate for a good little grip with all that wicked energy. A good little grip. All right. So this new direction of the 9 of Pentacles, what does that look like? What does submission to a higher order look like? The 3 of Cups, celebration. And there's that Hermit at the bottom. The right hand of God, period. Fame and renown. Fame and renowned. Okay, influences, commerce, voyages, and great discoveries. Okay, period. That's what it was. Somebody was trying to convince you or trying to block you from seeing your own influence. I don't want them to know that I'm actually inspired by them. I want them to think that they need to be inspired by me. I don't want them to feel good about themselves. Because if they do, look at all they'll be able to accomplish. Nah, we got to make sure we stop that. That could even be people closest to you too. Family, friends. Yeah. All right. Well, you still get the 3 of Cups, period. And the 9 of Pentacles. Okay, the right hand of God. Exactly, the all-knowing. So whatever sort of light they were trying to block you from being under is still going to find you. Yep. You got a lot of great things to do in this world for whoever I'm talking to. You got a lot of great things to give to this world and to offer this world. And yeah, you had to go through this little journey of maybe being hidden or not having your full potential realized and kind of going on that because you had to sort through all the wickedness. You had to have the knowledge of good and evil of what was around you before you could even step into that light. Because had you not, you would be feeding evil, wickedness. You would be feeding the people who were trying to destroy you. Sitting at the table, letting wicked spirits eat at your table. How? No. Can't do that. So people, okay, this is what it is for somebody here. The divine had to give you and the people that were in this energy with you, because it does feel like people, the time to reveal themselves. Again, go back to last week's reading. So now if it's meant to happen, you got fame here again. If it's meant to happen, it'll happen, right? But in order for it to happen in a divine way, the people, the divine had to give certain people in your world and in your life time for their mask to fall off, time for you to see the truth, time for you to gain the knowledge of good and evil. You see what I'm saying? To get that wisdom. If that fame or that fortune or whatever it was, whatever this light is, found you before you had that knowledge, your path would have been crazy. Tumultuous, start and stop. It just would have been a lot. And again, the divine is not going to set you up for anything that you cannot handle. You were not meant to go through that. So it had to happen before. So now when you do step in, you know exactly who's going to be at your table and you know exactly who's not. Think about all the people who rise to fame and get in the light so quick and then come to find out their whole family fucked up or all their friends is fucking them over. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have time to vet because, you know what I'm saying? Like, it happens. It happens. And that's a part of learning and growing. But you were meant to learn that before you got it. Because I just heard snuff you out. They would have snuffed you out for it. Ooh-wee. Oh, you had some vicious spirits around you. Whoever this is. You had vicious spirits around you. They wouldn't have hesitated to take you out. No question about it. Anyway, glad that that's not happening, right? Yeah, God the Just, you got the Two of Cups. I'm trying to tell you. 2 cups for me always represents your relationship with yourself. Okay? First and foremost, yes, it can be kindred spirit energy with others, but it is the relationship between you and the divine. That's what I mean. They tried to cut you off from everybody that could have loved you, could have supported you, wanted to be there for you, wanted to, be a part of your village. Cut all that off from you to watch you starve. Because if they don't get that outside, that external support, then they won't be nothing. They won't make it. Whole time not realizing you have 2 cups within you that can sustain you through anything. So it didn't cross their mind that you would look within, that you would have that kind of foundation. So these are people who maybe don't have that same kind of spiritual connection to themselves or to a higher force. They could be void souls, zombie-like energies walking around, whatever may be, okay? So they don't understand that concept of being really connected to a higher power outside of any other living human being. They don't understand that you get love from nature. Do you know what I mean? Like, they don't get that. They don't get it. And they're not meant to, maybe. They played their part. They did what they thought they could do or whatever it was. Whatever had to happen, whatever was supposed to play out has played out at this point, I feel like. Whenever you see this, okay? Yeah, those 10 swords were in there. Fine. Yeah, some of y'all definitely are having a mental rebirth, though. Like, what you can see and envision for yourself in this current moment is not what you're capable of in truth. So the divine is giving you time to maybe heal through whatever this was. Like, again, we saw divine anger. Appeases divine anger. The divine is working with you through that. Getting you into that place of acceptance, which is just forgiveness. Okay, you don't have to look at it as if you're letting anybody off the hook. You're just accepting who they are, what they showed you, what they did. It is what it is. Okay, not holding it as a reflection of yourself, okay, but letting it be a reflection of them, whoever they are. Yep, the world. Like I said, it's over for you having these 10 swords in your back or being betrayed by people. Like, I don't think anybody who would have the intention of betraying you could even get close to you now. They wouldn't even know what to say. They wouldn't even be able to do it. It's like they couldn't even, the energy is so different now. They wouldn't even feel comfortable around you. They wouldn't even feel comfortable because you're in this world energy. You're protected by the world. That's what I'm saying. Okay. The fountain of wisdom gives success in all ventures. That's what I mean. Like all the failure that you might want to say you've gone through up until this point. Again, it's not true failure in that kind of negative connotation. You could just call it data collecting. You're just learning. Okay. All of that though, all that 10 of Swords energy is setting you up for so much success. That can't be stopped. Can't be stopped because the 10 of Swords is a point of no return. You don't go back. You don't fall into the 9. You don't fall into the 8. You either become the Page of Swords. Got the King of Swords. So you might jump right into the King of Swords from all that wisdom, all that understanding, all that you've been through. That's truly how the King of Swords become the King of Swords. It's how you enter the court. Each layer of that court, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, the King, is taking a couple of swords out of your back and learning from it, gaining the wisdom from it. That's why you then get to wear the crown, the authority. You get to be Lord of the Swords. Lord of the Swords, of the wisdom. And now you could spot it from a mile away. It's nothing. Yeah, look at the telescope. You could see it from the highest height. That's the mountain. Yeah, okay. So some of y'all are elevated above this energy. Not to, gas you up or blow smoke up your butt or anything like that. But you are elevated above that wickedness. It can't find you because it can't survive at that high of an altitude. Period. It can't breathe. It has no air up there. Lungs can't take it. That's why you need to stay there. That's why you need to stay there. Okay. All right. That's why you need to grow in the current situation you're at because you're elevated. Don't think you got to go back down there to make something happen. Nope. Stay where you're at. It'll rise to meet you. Okay. Show me this 4 of Cups with you're not alone. Healing capacity and protection from weapons. The Wheel of Fortune. I can't make it up. I felt that with the Traveler. God has healed. That's a past tense. Not God is healing. God has healed. You have broken through that fog. You have broken through that illusion. You have elevated yourself and your energy. Congratulations for whoever this is resonating for. And like I said, you're not alone. Whatever this is, I don't want to go travel. I don't want to go move by myself. I don't want to do this. You're never by yourself. The more you integrate that into your awareness, the more confident and comfortable you'll be able to be. And again, nothing can come and disorient you towards that. I think that's maybe what was keeping you back at one point, but that's all broken off you now. Yeah. 2 of Wands at the bottom, love and wisdom, victory over those who would attack you. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Some of y'all had some vicious spirits around you. And they might have came with the kindest faces or, it's like covert. You wouldn't have thought that these people would have had that type of energy towards you. Like I said, this could have been family. This could have been friends, members of your community, neighbors, whomever. You would have never thought so. But divine revelation has happened here. That there was a force of energy trying to keep you from setting your sights higher, from you thinking that you could even get to that top of the mountain or get to that level of the mountain. No, you don't want to go up there. Oh, no, you don't want to go up there. Why not? Because you won't be able to survive if I go up there? Oh, let me climb then. Let me do it. Yeah, like some of y'all are gonna, it's like, it's putting a fire in somebody's belly or like a battery on somebody's back. Like, oh, y'all really tried to play with it. Oh, okay. Yeah, like charge up off of that for sure. If that's how you move, if you got to be upset about it, you want to be sad about it, you need to cry about it. That's all beautiful too. Okay. That's another way of charging. But I kind of get the sense that it adds a little bit of fuel to the energy. Okay. Yeah. Cause you already have victory over those who would attack you. So that means they would have, and they can't at this point. I just heard sold you out. Yeah, somebody would have sold you out quick. Sold you out quick. And I don't think for whoever I'm talking about, this was not the lifetime where you were supposed to have an untimely aliving. And I mean that. Like, I don't, accountability. I'm trying to tell you. That's that karmic boomerang. People are going to have to now be accountable for what they were doing in the dark. It's going to start coming to light and they can't stop it. Anyway, yeah, you had somebody or a couple people around you that would have absolutely sacrificed you if given the opportunity. If it meant they got some sort of fame, some sort of fortune, some sort of riches, child, they might have even tried and you ain't even in the light yet. Some of y'all, that's the whole case. You don't even have that kind of status yet. And you already have people trying to sacrifice you. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that. But hey, yeah, come on, man. But you leveling up regardless is what I mean. You're on another level. It's not to blow your head up. It's not about being cocky. It's not arrogant. It's just facts. You're on another level. Can't breathe up here. Them demons can't breathe up here. Oh, well. You see what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, be where you're at. Be grateful for where you're at. Okay? All right, so what synchronicities? We already saw 1144. 777, you're lucky. Be grateful for where you at, because where you at is very, very lucky. Yeah, you lucked up. Some of y'all, it was one decision and one choice that you made that changed this whole thing around. Yeah, and luck is just what? Preparation meeting opportunity? Exactly. So what might be about to look as luck in other people's eyes is, again, just you being prepared and the opportunity meeting you, that preparation, that Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, so it ain't luck, it's divine timing. Okay, so 7's again significant over the next 7 days. Yeah, 2713, mindfulness. 27 or 13 individually could be important numbers. Some of y'all, this started when you were 27. Okay? Something about turning 27 set this all off, or whatever was happening when you were 27 was the beginning of this revelation for you. Somebody needs to kind of like piece that together a little bit, or go back and tap back into what was happening then. Yeah, 420, relax. Okay. Chill. You got nothing to stress about, nothing to worry about. Okay. What other synchronicities are important? Stay optimistic. Exactly. 5151. So 6 could be important here. 4-2 is a 6. 5-1 is a 6. What other synchronicities? Stay optimistic, though, about things working out in your favor. Yeah, stay having faith. 10-10. We're in the year of 10. So this is the year to have faith in yourself. This is the year to allow things to complete. This is the year to seal things off permanently. In good faith. Yeah, that you won't need to walk back through that. You won't need to reopen those energies. Some of y'all are sealed off from so much and you're not even aware of it. Yeah. So again, be grateful. Find that gratitude. Continue to practice gratitude for where you're at now. Yeah, and passion. 1031. So 10-10-10 could be significant. 1331 could also be an important synchronicity you might see. Clarify. Stability. Oh, period. Yep. The divine had to dissolve certain bonds that were getting in the way of your stability, or bonds that you thought you needed in order to be stable. Like, I'm lost without these people in my life, or I don't feel right without them, and yeah. You might have been holding up certain people, certain relationships, certain dynamics as, again, pillars and foundations of your world when they weren't holding up anything. It was just like facade. It was just a faux pillar. It bared no weight in your world and in your life. That's why the divine had to destroy it. Because you really didn't need it for stability. And maybe, again, that was a part of the conditioning. That was a part of how people were trying to stay close to you, making you feel like you needed them. Yeah. Force, again, could be very significant. So continue to have optimistic faith in your ability to build stability off of your passions, right? Stay mindful, relax, trust in your luck. Yeah, some of y'all definitely can claim yourself to be lucky in all sense of the word. Because how this is playing out in your world, it's like best case scenario. Even if it was hurtful, even if it was painful, even if it put you through the 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords, 3 of Swords, 7 of Swords, like all of that, 10 of Swords. Be lucky that it happened that way and not when, again, for some of y'all, if fame is kind of in your path, not when you got there. You get to the peak and the height of that energy and then you realize everyone around you is a snake. That's a different type of pain. At least you figured it out before, for whoever this is. Yeah, that's a different type of lonely. Yeah, somebody, it's like, you're not meant to feel lonely. For whoever I'm talking to, you're not meant to feel lonely. So whatever that energy is, that is not of you. That's not of the divine. That's an energetic attack. Okay? To stagnate you and keep you from building stability in the ways that you're meant to. So some of y'all are really starting to unravel all of this, okay? Others of y'all are on the other side of this already, and it's just only going to look bright and sunny and up from here, okay? You're in your summer season, period. All right, I really do hope that this was helpful and brought about some sort of clarity and confirmation that somebody needed. Let me know in the comments. I love to hear from y'all. All right, make sure you also like this video so it can circulate out, and share it with somebody who might need to hear this message, okay? Pass the good energy on. Pass the message on. I appreciate that, y'all. Y'all really are so great at sharing. I really am grateful for it. All right, and again, if you want to join the channel to watch readings like this and all new readings and content on my channel early, you can join at the link in the description box below. I also have a new personal reading membership available through my storefront, okay? For $24.99 a month, you can get a mini tarot reading from me every month, a personal one. Plus like 20% off all personal reading sessions, free shipping on all merch orders, and so much more. All right, so check that out. That link to join is at the Stay in the Loop in the description box. I'll hopefully remember to pin it in the comments, okay? All right, and if any of this message was a blessing to you, served you, connected with you, and you want to sow a little love into our community as an energetic exchange, all the ways you can do that is listed in the description box below, okay? All right, and as always, your support means the world to me. I thank y'all for tuning in and being here, and I'll see you next week. Namaste.